Hey everyone, just thought I'd give you a little update about what we've been going at. We've had a lot of people contact us and ask what's happening with us, and we've had so many people say very nice things. So I just thought you'd give you a little update about what it's like when you get your house flooded. This is when we first walked into the house. You can see we were the pictures don't describe the stench or how slippery this silt is, and it's supposed to be mud, but it could be something else as well. I don't know. Very smelly. Very sticky and not very pleasant at all. We had it worse than a lot of people and not as bad as any. It's not about that. We're just sharing what we went through. The house is obviously uninhabitable. You can see by the mud, the walls. We had about a foot to 18 inches of water inside the house. Around in some parts, and it leaked in faster in others, so it was a little higher in other places, a little lower in other places, but you can see everything is trash. This is a little bit further along. This is 2 or 3 days into it. You can see the pool is actually, I was going to throw chlorine in there, but there's so many fish in there that I felt bad, so I've left them in there for now, so I can figure out how to get them out. A few books that we've salvaged that we're going to hang on to. And basically the entire contents of our house is emptied out onto the back patio to dry out and to get rid of the stench. It's pretty awful. Out to the back porch. The boat has actually been lowered down there. We hooked it up to the generator and managed to lower the boat, but I've since found out that the motors got flooded during the storm, so they're toast. Our boat is no longer. You can see the boat to the left there that was actually, I think it comes up again in a minute, but it's actually sitting on top of a seawall, and it came from further down the canal. Ignore that Confederate flag. That was for a redneck party that we did. But anyway, you can see all the mud. Look at the mud on all the tiles. This has been cleaned up after a lot of effort. This was yesterday, so 3 days of work to clean everything up. You can see everything's been dumped into the rooms, and now we've got most of the drywall off. Our kids' friends, our friends have all helped to chip in and get to this stage, and we're very fortunate that we got such good friends that have helped us all day, like literally all day, getting this done. All day, every day since the storm. So this is about the stage that we're at now, and hopefully, you see the kids' photos are still hanging on the wall, but anything below that sort of got ruined. So hopefully we'll get everything out of here. We'll get the adjusters, taking care of everything. Lots and lots of helicopters going over constantly. Chinook helicopters carrying supplies going out to the islands. At this point they were still doing search and rescue. This was kind of early on. You can see them flying sideways looking for people. But there's been tons and tons of helicopters going over. This is just some stills. Check out some of the damage and some of the stuff that we've put out. This is where you'll see the boat that came from down the canal. You can see it's wedged up on our neighbour's dock or on their seawall. And there's our boat there. Our boat was really high at the time, and I thought it was spared, but when I started the motors, they were full of sludge, so they won't work. So if anybody knows of a boat, let us know, because we need to get one. This is going to be our main form of transportation in the next few months, so I'm willing to pay. And if anybody knows of a 25 plus foot boat with twin motors, let me know. Please get in touch and let us know. It's the one thing we really need. Unfortunately, it wasn't insured. I thought, which is a decision I'm starting to regret now, but it was paid for, but it wasn't insured, so that's a total loss. We lost a total of 3 of the 4 cars we had, the boat and the motorcycle. So, and a business. Let's not forget the business that we had on the island, Sanibel Island. We haven't been able to get out to it yet, but it was this 5 feet underwater, so I can't imagine there's much of it left. This is the front of view from the front on our front road, and if you look around, there's just devastation. And this was today, so this is after a lot of cleanup, but if you look around, a lot of devastation. Most of these cars you see are not running. Anyway, here's a little bit of fun. I'll leave you on a fun note. This was a little TikTok that we made. Thanks very much, guys. Have a good one.
What are these?